Thank you so much for joining. We have a Marybel today. Can you pronounce your last name? I kind of
Yáñez.
Janice. Okay, so tell us who you are. I know you're functional nutritionist, vitamins, all this stuff. 23 years in a nutrition space. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm from Mexico and I'm married and I have a young lady. She's just almost 4 years old. It was difficult to me to get pregnant. So, what we are gonna talk about microbiome and skin, we have to care a lot about the hormones that we put on our body because I got to in vitro several times, so it was hard to me to get pregnant. So now I'm 45 years old, but I'm have 23 years old of experience in nutrition. And I started studying like nutrition in children and also in pregnancy. But then I started in obesity and naturopathy also. And I combine genetics with naturopathy. That's why I treat my clients with both. So I have the natural supplements, but I also have the science in my background.
Nice. So I guess this is where word functional comes from, right? It's kind of
Yeah.
combining both. Can you like talk a little bit more into that, like how it's actually important? And I'm on the same page. Before I was like really natural, just natural and nothing else. And then when I talk, I have my doctor, functional medicine doctor here in Miami, and he explained to me that sometimes some situations you actually do need antibiotics, and some situations you don't, and sometimes you need to combine, right? So can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Every disease we have starts with inflammation. So I think we have to start with food, vitamins, and herbs before you go to the doctor. Also, if you have several disease that it's too hard for you, you have to think about first what you are doing.
How does the person, I love word inflammation, how does the person right now knows if they do have inflammation? What are the symptoms?
Well, I studied in naturopathy and I can read like something here in your tongue
Uh-huh.
that it means inflammation. Inflammation starts in our gut. So, what I'm looking for in our tongue, at the back of the tongue, it's like tiny circles here. And
Mhm.
it means that you have leaky gut. And leaky gut means that your gut is open and everything bad and good is going into your bloodstream. So it's going to start cascade of inflammation, but also it can go to your brain and you are so a stressed person. Then 2 years later, you got a there are many things that inflames you right now. Stress, not doing exercise, harmful food, and everything stress our body. So inflammation is the key right now just to heal ourselves.
I love that. I have my assistant right now. She does have a and 24 years old only. I know we're not allowed to mention this word, but like it's after she got the shot.
Uh-huh.
And I feel bad because I see these days more and more people have a because they're getting a lot of shots, and I feel the society is kind of starting to question right now. It's I'm not saying that it's only the only one cause. There's a lot, like you said, like maybe someone doesn't exercise, watch TV all the time, is not moving, toxins in the environment, toxins in the food, toxins in the drinks what they drink, air they breathe, and everything like that. My question is to you, where person who has inflammation should start? What like first top three changes they should do in their life?
Wow. The first thing is the stress. I'm a nutritionist, but why I'm talking about stress. And people, my patients are like, I just came just for a diet. Just tell me what to eat, not to be stressed. But the main thing here is not to be stressed. And that means that maybe you can do whatever you need, but don't get stressed. Like meditate, like go for a walk, like go with your friends outside and go and take a coffee or anything you want, but don't be stressed. Because there's a relation about stress and microbiome in our skin, our anything in our cells. So stress is affecting us. Our cells are gonna be like, we're gonna kill ourselves, and then start a disease. So for me, that's the main thing we have to do. Then the food intolerance. Why we need to know what our microbiome needs? Because people, they think that we have to eat gluten-free. We have to eat dairy-free. We don't like some food. But if you, like me, I'm going to give you an example. I was a vegetarian for 14 years of my life. Last year, I was diagnosed with endometriosis, and colitis ulcerative too, both at the same time. Both are autoimmune diseases. So I had to change my whole diet to a carnivore diet. So now I'm a carnivore. Why? Because I had many food intolerance and I didn't know that. Also because I was grown up in Mexico and here in the States, although I was eating veggies, they are so different to my microbiome. So it changed a lot of me. And also my skin changed a lot because of that. It's not the carnivore diet. It's that I gave to my gut the things that I needed and my skin start looking so different and my hair and everything in my body. So the second thing I think it's to eat more antioxidant foods. And what are they? Colors, like fruit, veggies, that they are plenty of colors. And if you do those three things, you don't need like supplements or anything else. No, because that's a healthy food. A healthy food is what your gut really digests, not eating veggies and fruits.
Wow, I have a similar story. I was vegetarian for 2 years, and after that, I was diagnosed with prediabetes, Hashimoto's, and my functional medicine doctor told me to start eating meat. And I was like, no, I'm saving the animals. And he's like, if you want to save animals, I understand, but you're not saving yourself.
Yes.
So the moment when I started eating more and more meats and organs, liver and everything, which is the most nutritious part of the any meat is, my skin changed, improved. My acne disappeared, the dark circles disappeared, my hair started growing, my nails started growing. And then I started questioning like this society these days when people say you can be vegan, vegetarians, and maybe for some people it's okay, but we're person right now that's maybe someone is watching right now and this person is vegetarian and has some health issues. How does this person know that this is because it's lacking from some some nutrients from the meat maybe?
Well, we have now a lot of tests that we can do just with a small sample of your blood. So we can know what you lack of. But also, it depends on the place where you live right now. There's a big impact in people that we are not from the country that we are living, like us. No, if we go to our country, we can eat everything we want from that place, even though we don't gain weight. I don't know if that happened to you when you go to your country and you eat everything. It's okay for your gut. Because our microbiome was built the first 3 years of our life. So if we were living like me in Mexico and I go back to Mexico and I eat those foods, for me, I recognize those foods. Okay. The question is, your microbiome is digesting the food that you are eating right now? If not, what are the symptoms? The symptoms are like bloat, gaining weight, diarrhea, or constipation, the opposite side. Both, and also headaches sometimes, or acne also.
I think skin issues is a big like a mirror showing what's happening inside. People with severe acne, like hormonal inflamed acne and rosacea, eczema
Mhm.
tell us that this most likely they do have inflammation in their gut, correct?
Yeah, it's a symptom of that you are not digesting the food that you need. So that's why I changed to the opposite diet to my clients, and they start healing themselves. And if that's a key point to do right now, if you are eating like the extreme diet, no, like vegetarian or vegan also, and you go to the opposite side, how long it's gonna take to you to heal your gut or your skin? It depends on you, on your immune system. For me, it's been 8 months. Right now, I cannot digest a salad. So when I'm going to stop carnivore, it depends on microbiome. Also, because I have colitis ulcerative and it's okay, I'm working on it. But sometimes when I change my diet, I have diarrhea again. We have to be aware of our symptoms first on our skin, then on our tools, on our stools, because diarrhea or constipation, both are not okay. That's a way you can know what's best for you.
Talking about digestion, this is very interesting topic. I like that a lot. People, and I read, I don't know if you're familiar with Dr. Natasha Campbell of the Gaps.
Mhm.
She, like, I learned from her so much. I read all her books, watched every single podcast possible online with her. It's interesting how much she dedicated her entire life on the research of the gut flora. And
Mhm.
how important the gut flora is for everything. It's like our brain is, our gut flora is our second brain, even I will say maybe even first brain. What do you think person that doesn't digest food well, I think bloating, diarrhea, constipation, that's the first sign that our gut flora is damaged. So how person can be aware and what steps they can start taking with the digestion that they should be aware that, okay, this food is giving me bloating, this food it does not. Like, what do you think about fermented foods? What do you think about raw foods, like talking about veggies and fruits?
Well, I think when you have those symptoms, you have to go to your nutritionist and start like stool test and look about of your microbiome, because maybe you have a like a dysbiosis, like we have more microorganisms than others. So the problem here is that people always starts a diet with veggies, with raw veggies. And that's a wrong idea, I think. You have to start like when you were in a hospital. Well, in my country, because here it's so different. They give you hamburgers. But in my country, they give you like just juice, jelly, and maybe a broth, and that's it. You have to start with those food just to reset your gut, and then you're gonna start like per week, you're gonna start with just only one veggie. Like first you have to cook, like I think broccoli.
Mhm.
So you start with broccoli, and it's if everything is okay, you can start next week with another veggie. That's the way we can do like a detox of our gut. But if you don't do that, you're gonna be in the same way all the time, and you're gonna feel bad again and again and again. If you have to heal it with probiotics, if you have to add some fermented food, but don't do it at the first time when you're starting a new diet, because you will feel bad, okay?
Especially if you take too much, let's say sauerkraut, and you've been with the damaged gut flora for years and years and years. And if you take too much fermented food, that can have bad effect because of the die-off symptoms. Let's talk a little bit about menopause. What a person that is over, let's say every woman starts differently, 40, 45, 50, and above that. What's happening when you are getting into that stage with menopause, and what they should do to make their symptoms healthier, lighter, so they can have energy. I think it's like a brain fog and feeling fatigue, tired, headaches, night sweats, sweats especially. I remember how my mom was going through menopause and she's like, I'm sweating like crazy. So tell us what to do with menopause.
I'm in menopause right now because I was induced 3 months ago to a hysterectomy
Oh.
because I had endometriosis. So I know what you are talking about. The thing is, there's a relation between insulin, hormones, weight gain, and hot flashes.
Mm.
So the thing here is you have to eat low carb diet, Start with that, okay? And with a low glycemic index, and stop inflammation. We were talking about stress, we were talking about food intolerance. So you have to watch yourself and quit those foods that they are not good for you. Also about inflammation, about stress, I meditate every day. I need to, because it changed a lot in you. You're feeling like a roller coaster every day, like emotions go, we have ups and downs. And I think also like exercise. Exercise not just for feeling good and healthy and pretty, because it changed a lot your body. I was induced to menopause just in 7 days. I started feeling hot flashes just in 7 days after my surgery. So for me was like just at a time, everything at a time, at the same time. So you have to think about protein also, because protein combined with exercise. If you start eating more protein, you're gonna build more muscle and you're gonna feel more energetic, because if not, you're gonna feel like so tired, so sad, so depressed, with hot flashes. You're gonna gain weight, so you're not gonna sleep. Okay, I think those tips you have to start, but not when you got menopause, like 10 years before.
When you turn
Because,
5.
yeah, start right now. Right now, you have to change your diet. You have to change everything, because everything changed a lot because of your hormones.
Okay, so basically, I guess menopause is just a symptom of your hormone imbalance, which is caused by all the unhealthy habits that we have, stress, improper nutrition, toxins, and everything. And if we start early, like me right now at the age of 39, exercising, doing breath work, meditating, really avoiding inflammatory foods. I work out every day, walking every single day with my baby in the park, 1 hour, hands down, every single day, lifting weights 2 or 3 times a week. Not for beauty, not for six pack, for keeping my blood flow, keeping the oxygen flow. It makes me feel good after all. It makes me feel like, wow, I'm sleeping good. I'm not having any issues, no any toxic mind. Tell us, how important is proteins and building muscle mass for menopause is important for mature age women?
When we say protein, we think just only in muscles, but our heart is a muscle, no?
Yeah.
So if we're losing muscle, we're losing like our brain, our heart, our liver. So that's so important. And protein is in everything in our body. It's not just only in muscles. So we have to start eating protein also, because it comes with fatty acids. And in menopause, our brain is like, it's so terrible, like a brain fog when you were pregnant, or no, the first months after you have your baby. It's a whole difference in my life, menopause. So I think you have to start not just eating healthy and having good habits. Also, you need to start to take vitamins, because vitamins are gonna stop like that you are losing your cells and you are like damaging your cells, because estrogen, it's like the key point to help you in everything. Like estrogen helps you from get a stroke or Alzheimer. So now when you don't have estrogen, the probability of getting Alzheimer, it's growing. You need to start to take vitamins. And for me, I think antioxidants in perimenopause, menopause, and after that, they are a game changer.
What vitamins do you recommend to someone to start taking?
Well, in women, I like vitamin C. For me, vitamin C, it's the best, but high doses, like 1 gram, 2 grams, or even 3 grams per day. Sometimes you can get it from acid ascorbic acid, but sometimes you can get it from veggies or fruit, but they don't have enough vitamin C. So you have to get it every day in the morning with no food, and it will start to change your skin, because collagen, like the molecule, you can have more collagen because of vitamin C. So if you're taking like 1 gram per day, you're your skin is gonna look so glowy. And also, I think for me, the glutathione, it's a new one, but your liver makes it, produces it, but I like it so much because you're gonna feel more energetic, but it stops the oxidative stress in your body. So for me, it's a big changer too. And omega-3 for your skin, your brain, and your hormones, you need it. You need it. And for me, those three are the best. For me, those three are the best, but it depends on every person. And one more, probiotics, I think. Probiotics for me, you have to change the strain every month, like change the pills that you are taking every day. And it changed a lot your health, your immune system, your skin, your brain, everything.
I love what you're saying. I'm taking everything, just not glutathione, not taking glutathione, not yet. But I do get infusions IV sometimes. So it's also great. That's amazing. For vitamin C, by the way, since we're also here in the skin topic, vitamin C, it's so important for collagen production. People keep always asking me, how can I boost, like, how can I make my skin better? Like doing dermarolling, and everything, and using vitamin C topical and stuff like this. Taking vitamin C internally, when I started taking vitamin C internally, it changed my skin completely, completely. It helps in the body produce collagen naturally. Vitamin C, which is, I think, is the number one vitamin, a beauty vitamin that every woman should take no matter what. No matter what. That I agree with you. That's amazing. And I love that. I love vitamin C, and it's like so affordable. It's so cheap. Tell us, what other vitamins besides vitamin C, glutathione, vitamin D, it will be great for overall health and the skin, including that we will see like a glowy skin when we take those vitamins. Is there anything else besides those that you mentioned?
It's because it depends on the cause of your inflammation. So it's gonna be, if you change your diet, you're gonna change your skin. But then if you're getting older and you see some wrinkles, vitamin C for me, it's a game changer. But if you're in your 50s, glutathione, it's the best. No? And if you have like iron deficiency, like you have to take iron because it changed your skin and your hair a lot. When you're losing your hair, it's because maybe iron or zinc that you are needing. There's not like just the same recipe for everything. No, I think for me, those four things, they are essential. And I can add one more that it's not a vitamin, but they are neurotransmitters, like GABA, like serotonin, dopamine. I usually give to my clients because if your gut is not healthy, your emotions are gonna be like a mess. If you are not stressed, your skin it's gonna look so different. So why serotonin? It's gonna change your skin because of that. Because nowadays we're all stressed, no? And if we don't know how to meditate or to be in peace, let's take some GABA or serotonin or dopamine.
It's interesting. I had to take once bioidentical, I think what was this? Progesterone. Yes, bioidentical progesterone because I had PCOS. But at that moment I was also consuming a lot of sugar, and I don't know, we probably know that PCOS is highly like a lot related to sugar consumption. And I remember I did take that, I believe, for a week or maybe 2 weeks, and it made me feel better. Usually I'm kind of like against all kind of like hormones and prescription pills, but I did take that and it made me feel much better. Then I quit all sugar, started normal exercising, come back to the regular diet. I was traveling, I remember, for a while. I was in Maldives. I got relaxed too much, everything, sugar, cookies, cakes, and sugar, alcohol, and stuff like this. And I came back. Oh my God, it was really, really bad. And my body, I'm blessed, but also kind of cursed at the same time because my body reacts to like anything so quick. If I eat sugar, gluten, and seed oils for a week, every day, in a week, my body will show that I am sick. It's amazing, but it's also not amazing because I never really can relax and just eat everything, whatever I want.
Our microbiome changed in just only 24 hours. So if we start a diet, a healthy diet, tomorrow will be so different.
Mm.
And in 3 days it will be amazing, and in 7 days you will feel great. So people won't start because they will suffer from hunger, no? And no, it's just a healthy lifestyle. I was thinking about, like, if I could make just a pill with everything, I can add those four, and also resveratrol, and maybe, I don't know if you know, sulforaphane,
I know, yeah.
made from broccoli, and also lipoic acid, because those for me are the best antioxidants right now. So if I can add, but not all the people, they feel good with them. So that's why I took them every day. So it depends on everyone.
Nice. Okay. So, resveratrol, before we close this, quick information on resveratrol. Tell us a little bit about resveratrol, how this is important for us to take it.
Well, it starts with polyphenols,
Yeah.
which means they are like the food for our microbiome. So we have like three prebiotics. Prebiotics means food for our microbiome. Starchy or carbs like fiber, then fatty acids, and also polyphenols.
Mhm.
So those we can find them on wine, berries, broccoli, those kind of food. And they feed our microbiome. So polyphenols are the one that keeps so healthy and happy, and that also make our skin so glowy, because they protect our cells. They are like antioxidants, okay? So that's why they protect the oxidative stress. So we're gonna have a healthy skin, and you will look like 10 years younger. Yeah, I've been using to my clients like the last 10 years, and they change a lot their skin.
Yeah.
But what I told you, you have to combine good food like polyphenols in wine, in grapes, and everything. And also you can take it in a pill. So both, they're gonna make a big changer in your skin. Hmm?
I was taking resveratrol before I got pregnant. I know when you're pregnant, you can't take that. And I just finished nursing 2 weeks ago, so I'm like ready to start that again. I was taking in the pill form, and that made my skin really, really look good. But you have to take like for a while, of course. And so would you say taking a little bit, few sips here and there of red wine is actually healthy for us?
Well, it depends. In genetics, that I studied genetics, it depends if you can drink it or not. It depends on your genes.
Um,
But sometimes I think if I had a patient that is so stressed, and wine is like the moment that she's reading, she likes like meditating with her wine, it's okay for me just to take a cup like once a week, maybe. No, it's good. It's good. I think the balance, it's the better. No, don't go to like a strict diet. I don't think it works for anyone.
Okay. Well, last question. What would you like to know for in the world? Let's say after you leave this planet, what would you like people to learn from you?
Wow. I'm finishing my book, and it's a nutritious book about nutrition, but it's about feelings and emotions and how to start like a healthy lifestyle. But you have to first change your interpretation of the things that you are living. And for me, having like different things in my life, that I'm right now such in love with me, with my husband, with my baby girl, with my life. I'm so grateful of that. And people cannot find how to be happy and so grateful from their lives. So for me, that's the way I want to teach them how to reconnect with themselves, and that dieting, it's not the solution to find your happiness.
Wow.
It's inside you.
Love that. I believe your mindset can change everything. You can eat the most organic, the most nutritious food. You can exercise. You can have everything, all the money, all the luck in your life. But if you're not grateful, if you're not appreciating, if you don't have faith, if you are not kind person, and if you don't have that positive mindset toward everything in life, that's looking with the positive mindset, we can actually, based on Dr. Joe Dispenza research, we can, with our mind, how we look at things in life, we can switch on and off those genes.
Mhm.
We really like, I want to be kind person. I want to be loving person. I want to know if I get some trouble with my health, it's coming. I'll fix it. It will take care. I'm gonna do proper things. It will help me. But people that have a negative, the pattern of the thoughts in their head, they might gonna eat the most organic foods and they still not gonna heal. It's
Mhm.
the mind, the power of the mind.
I think we are losing we don't know how to live nowadays because we are all the time in a hurry. So stop doing what you are doing. Change your diet to the opposite side. That's what gonna change everything. Everything.
Your book gonna get released. I'm excited for that. When you're releasing your book.
This year,
Nice.
I think in December. Yeah.
All right. So thank you, Maribel. Where people can find you?
Well, my social media, my Instagram it's complicated because it's in Spanish, but
Okay.
you can Google me, nutritionist Marybel Yáñez, and it's been a pleasure to be here. I'm a fan of yours, of your products, and thank you.
Thank you so much. And like, let's say Instagram, I will put, of course, the picture, but it's Nutrióloga Maribel.
Yeah, nutrióloga means nutritionist in Spanish. Yeah.
And so, by the way, your content on Instagram mainly is in Spanish, correct?
Yeah, yeah.
All right. Thank you so much, Maribel. And I'm so happy you're
Thank
here. Thank you
you.
for all the knowledge and have a great day.
Thank you.
Here, bye.